वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। ये वीडियो थोड़ा ध्यान से देखना। दिस वीडियो इज अबाउट future. What I'm going to talk about today is how can you use GPUs for data processing, and I'll start by just giving a very high level picture into this problem space, and essentially you need to understand why I'm trying to talk about this. So when we look at stock market and data, there is significantly large number of data. The number of permutation combinations when we look at derived information in stock data or some technical indicators, which is like a derived information, is humongous. And now, as machine learning and algorithmic trading is picking up, the need to do faster computations would grow over a period of time. So if you are going to build a trading desk, if you are getting into prop trading, if you are somebody who's looking to be very serious about algorithmic trading, this video might be for you. If you're not into that, if you're more looking for investment strategies, this is not a video. You can probably skip it. All right, let me move forward. So the idea here is that how can we use GPUs? So isse pehle let's understand what GPUs are and what is CPU difference. So in a very simple sense, this is a good difference between a CPU and a GPU. ये जो image है, कहाँ गया वो image? हाँ, तो ये छोटी सी जो इमेज है, राइट? ओह डैम इट. सो CPU versus GPU. So CPU has some cores. कोर मतलब जो कोर प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट होता है, मतलब दो होगा, चार होगा, छः होगा, आठ होगा, 10 होगा, 12 होगा. Normally, the latest computers will have 8 cores to 16 cores. Some of them might be even more than 32 cores. But that's it. GPUs will have many cores. They are designed for parallel computation. So they can have thousands of small cores, and the number of threads that they have, thread matlab the number of processing that they can do in parallel, is much higher than a CPU can do. So that's essentially different. So normal notion that GPUs are only required for gaming and all, that's old school. So that's the first thought. Now, if you just Google it, it'll talk to you about machine learning algorithms can be computationally intensive, so GPUs can be used. But if you go a little deep in this space, you'll see NVIDIA partnering with finance companies, NVIDIA talking about GPU accelerated computing, intelligent trading. So there's a lot of different areas where these large organizations are partnering with infrastructure companies like NVIDIA, and where they are really getting into the efficiency of trading. So उनका trading strategies और data processing बहुत faster. They can process millions of data points per second. Maybe you don't need it, but if you're trying to get into this, you need to understand it. Some time back, guys at QuantLab also did an article. Again, this is not a paid post or anything. I don't do that. If you know my channel, you already know that. So they're talking about trading using GPU based rapid libraries from NVIDIA. You can go through the article, just take the text from here, and you should be able to search the link on the internet. It's very straightforward. I'll talk about the references that they are doing in much more detail. So when you have GPU, you need a library to work with GPUs. Just say you have Pandas and NumPy and Yahoo Finance. Similarly, you will need library to work with GPUs, and I'll show you simply how can you validate. Okay, a shameless plug. I'm trying to reach really quickly to 3,000 subscribers in the next 1 month. So if you can contribute to the subscriber list, only if you have liked my channel, if you have liked my content, please do subscribe. Let's continue. So Rapids, and there's few more other libraries like this which can help power GPU accelerated data science. तो जो भी ऑपरेशन आप करेंगे वो GPU accelerated होगा rather than running on CPU. So when you submit something on CPU, it will be probably slower, and when you submit something on GPU, might be much faster. हाँ, उसके लिए there will be additional operations required, additional code required, which you can take a look in this library. So I'll probably show you some example, like they have created a, used a library called CUML, जो कि CUDA machine learning है. CUDA is the name of the core for NVIDIA, and if you see CUML को यूज करके यहाँ पे रैंडम फॉरेस्ट क्लासिफायर बनाया है. सो टिपिकली दीज क्लासिफायर्स वुड वर्क मच फास्टर compared to traditional CPUs. So Rapids is a library that can help you integrate all of these stuff. It's an ecosystem that can help you give speed in your data processing. तो अगर आप HFT करना चाहते हैं, अगर आप टिक बाय टिक डेटा को एनालाइज करना चाहते हैं, you should use this. I will not recommend this for making and executing trades because वो एक different part type of problem होता है. This is purely for accelerating and improving your analysis speed. Processing अगर कुछ है जो बहुत ज़्यादा time ले रहा है, you can try it on GPUs. This is the library I was talking about, CUML करके है, Rapids Machine Learning Library. Uh, don't want to get into the whole detail or class of this, ये बहुत exhaustive हो जाएगा अभी के लिए. Maybe in some future videos I can talk about it. But if you see, right, for large data set, these GPU implementations can compete 50 times, 10 to 50 times faster than their CPU equivalent. तो इनका benchmark notebook भी है, आप check कर सकते हैं कि कितना time लगा किसमें etc. But वो सारे benchmarks जो होते हैं वो मतलब ठीक है, they are over some sort of synthetic data and not really useful to me. But let's see अगर कुछ दिख रहा है relevant तो उसको चेक कर लेंगे. विल चेक इट आउट. सॉरी आई कंटिन्यू टू टॉक इन इंग्लिश, माय बैड. अच्छा, रिजल्ट्स आर नॉट pasted here so I cannot see them, but yeah, acha, that there was some sort of Excel sheet which had some a file named benchmark. Acha, no, there's no benchmarks here. All right, so now I'll move on to a Google Colab and basically just trying to show you how the how it should look like before you start to do GPU code. I'm not going to talk about code in this video because this is just informational to help you understand that GPU should be used if you are slowing down your processing. इसके पहले भी I've talked another video probably around how to optimize and improve the processing speed, so you can look at that too. So when you go to Google Colab, you can just click to connect GPU. यहाँ पे it's already giving GPU, but you have an option when you go to runtime. You can change the runtime type and you can change Python to R, CPU to GPU to A400, A100 GPU or L4 GPU. Some of these hardware accelerators might be only available in premium version or things like that. But I'm guessing you're not using Google Colab, so this is more for people who are working online. So if you just put this command like so exclamation NVIDIA SMI, it will oh sorry, yeah, it will give you the NVIDIA information about it. So this typically will be showing you the GPU version, the CUDA version available, and this is what you need to keep a track of. This is also useful for compatibility checks. This shows you about the GPU that you have, the name of the GPU, the fans associated, the cores, etc., etc. And since there are no running processes, it will not give any information. But this library essentially is just installation of this notebook is just an installation of other libraries. So before you start to do your processing, you can check this and you can quickly validate कि मेरा GPU version कौन सा etc. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Essentially, to sum it up, if you have really slow processing, or if you're looking to do large kind of data analysis, if you're looking to do sentiment analysis kind of problems, then you should move over to GPU based computation. This is highly likely that is going to be the future. So from a technical perspective, so if you're not aware of this space, or if you have a team who's where you're building a team, get a team or train your team to upskill in these kind of conversations. All right, thanks, hope you have liked the conversation. Bye bye.